All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. You got nothing. You got nothing. He's coming. We got double up.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Washington now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Team 6.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Bring it. Back. Out. That's 56. Shut. Hey, exit.
Now Allen steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And now a carry here for their fullback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Packers
0. 56. Pound 80. Right there. 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get alert. Hey, let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 56. Mike 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Let's go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Matchbox lights. Bravo.
On 2nd down now, it's Washington. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 81 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Haywood! Check.
On second down, Washington. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Washington. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Right there, 56.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 21-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
64, weak. High 7. Now.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Go now. 10-2 stop. Come on. 2 times. 5. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 5. Yep. Let's go. We got this. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Washington. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like Christian, grab it. Check 43. Check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Protein spill.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Where's the whip? Time's the mic. You don't see me in your nightmares. 61, matchbox lights. Switch. Shit.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st, here's Washington. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Go. Get that quarterback and all talk. Get it.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Washington. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, Orbit. 57's right. Wild field. Check nickel. 57's the mic. You draw Corkers. Hey. It's our time. Ready?
Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56. I got one.
Allen to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Hey, dude. My five. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Look at me. Zipper.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
X3, 218, jump. Hey, team 6. Go.
Running it, Washington. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Two jet bombers. Check 52.
They run it here with Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got tight. Right there. Fires the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. Check the hot read. Now. Check the call. Be driven.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 soft. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, exit.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They run with Washington. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
50 seconds to Mike. No chance. Check 24. Check 24. 6 guys.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Safety's gripping. Hey, let's go. 5 by 5. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Big X, big X, big X.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A handoff right side. It's Washington. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Gordon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Washington. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Bravo. Shoot.
Right back to Washington. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Hey, 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 hey.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
The championship is theirs, and just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.